everyone. I am Kyla Dahlquist. I am your TA for American Politics 1010. And I would like to walk you through the process of discussion board posts on Blackboard because many of you have expressed confusion. I'm sorry, I'm doing this with my tablet and I'm having a really hard time holding it steady. Okay, so basically, how this works is all of you should know how to get to this point. If you'd like, I can go back a little bit. This is an example discussion board that I set up for you guys so that I could show you exactly how this is supposed to work. So this is the first page that you should go to for your discussion board, and this is what it should look like. Obviously, you will have unread posts and total posts and all of those things, but because this is an example, no students are actually enrolled in this particular discussion board. So it should look something like this. You have week 2, week 3, pretty soon you'll have week 4, and within your week, this is week 3, by the way, you will have, at the beginning of the week, 2 questions that are submitted to you by myself, and you will pick one of those questions and answer it to the best of your ability. Please make sure that you answer each part of the question in order to get full credit and in order to fully analyze the concepts that I am presenting to you. So you should have already done that. It was due earlier this week. If you haven't, I would encourage you to go ahead and do it anyway, because I will give you feedback this week as to what you've done well, what you should work on, things like that, whereas I won't be giving individual feedback necessarily on anything besides the material unless someone, epically fails at completing their assignment. So that is the first assignment, is for you to put your answer within these folders, right, which are called threads. These particular parts where it's like week 3, the Constitution and citizenship, and then there was week 2 that was the introducing yourself. Blackboard calls those forums. They're really folders, but Blackboard likes to differentiate for some reason. So you are in the week 3 forum, and you're looking at the threads, right? So my questions are 2 individual threads, and you are supposed to reply to them in just responses. You hit reply, put in your response, and voila, it shows up right here. Okay? So then when it comes to the second post, what you want to do is you want to go up here to create thread. Okay? And you want to put in your name and put in some sort of focal area or conceptual point or something like that for your classmates to differentiate between the types of questions that are being asked. So I'm just going to type random letters in here for now so you guys can get the gist of what I'm saying. Sorry. And okay, so you do that. And then you submit, all right? And the thread shows up right here, right? In line with my questions, okay? So it should have your name and some sort of categorization of your question. Okay, so then everyone should have one, right? And so there should be approximately 14 to 15 of you in each discussion board, so there should be about 10 to 15 posts or questions, okay? So then for the third post, you want to click on the thread, go into the thread, and you want to reply just like you replied to my questions, right? Ideally, what Dr. Miller wants you to do is engage with each other through the discussion board. So you will, you'll choose someone's question to answer, and you'll answer their question, and then ideally they should respond back to you and say, I agree with you because I think that you argued this point particularly well, and I think that there's a lot of evidence that supports this, such as blah, 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 right? Or I disagree with you because of this. Did you consider that this might be true, right? Or this might be a factor that you didn't think about, things like that, right? So you are supposed to go back and forth on these things in order to get the most out of the discussion board. So that is how that works. I will intervene as little as possible on these last 2 assignments of each week, just because this is a chance for you guys to interact with each other and learn as much as possible from each other, from different perceptions and all of those things. And the more that you talk about things, the more that you think about it and all of those things. So that's very important. So that should cover everything. And at the end of the week, when I give you your synopsis of the material that we've covered, I will post it in your discussion boards in the week that we are talking about, in the week that we covered that concept, and I will email it to you. So you'll have it both ways. Okay, so I believe that that's everything that I need to cover with the discussion boards. That should clear everything up for you and give you a visual example of exactly what you're supposed to be doing. If you haven't come to meet me at the front of the room so that I know who you are, I know what your face looks like and all that stuff, please do. I sit on the left side of the room in the very front, and I would love to meet you, and especially if you think that you might struggle or you might want extra help or, anything like that, or even if you just want to come and talk to me. That's always a good idea, and I like it when you guys talk to me. So, and it's nice to not just have a name on an email and to actually have face-to-face contact sometimes. So please do that, because I would really like that. If there's any other questions, as always, please email me. I hope you guys have a great end of the week.